Well, g'day. Forgot to clear my throat. It's probably the first time I've spoken in the last 15 years. Etc. So I was going to tell you a story, and it was about these two midgets. They walked into a bar. They looked at each other, rubbed their heads, and said, "Ow, I didn't see that coming." So, pardon my French. French, get out of here. She comes and goes. So anyway, there's a traveling salesman. Apparently, people travel and sell stuff. And this isn't my story. I'm just repeating something I heard. So I don't know how true it is. Do people travel and sell stuff? I don't know. But anyway, traveling salesman. He went traveling as they do, because that's what they do for a living, to try and sell stuff. Duh. And anyway, so he goes to this small town out in the middle of butt nowhere, and he thinks it's getting late in the evening. I know I've got further to go, but I might just pull up here and see what the motel is like and see if it's to my liking. And if it is, I'll stay for the night. If it ain't, I'll just take another line of cocaine and keep on traveling. So he pulls up at the motel, and it seems okay, it's an average one. So he walks into the foyer. Sorry, I didn't mean to put too many French intonations into this. We're trying to keep this as international as possible without necessarily being whatever the fuck that was meant to be. So anyway, he goes into the reception, and he goes ding, and he waits for a minute, and 5 minutes later goes ding, 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 and then eventually you can hear some rumbling in the back, and this bloke gets up, turns his remote off the television, comes out, scratches his hair. Yeah, how you going? And bloke goes, "Dear sir, I would like to book a room for this evening, but I would like to see if they're up to my standards." And he opens up his wallet and he whacks $100 on the counter and says, "Sir, I'm leaving that $100 on the counter, and I'm going to go and inspect the room, and if it is to my liking, I shall stay for this evening, and I shall give you another one in the morning." And I go, "Oh, yes sir, yes sir." And finds the key to his best room, and he goes, "Here you go, sir. Help yourself. Go and check it out." And meanwhile, this bloke, he's been a bit desperate for a little while. He realised, shit, the butcher is going to kill me, man. I haven't paid his bill in so long for all the meat I've been selling in my restaurant and stuff. So he takes the $100 and he runs over to the butcher and he says, "Here's the $100 I owe you." And the butcher goes, "Oh, well, thank you. About time you paid your bill. Now I won't seriously entertain you for purposes. You fucking hell." And anyway, and then the butcher goes, "Finally, he's paid his debt. Rightio. We're all good. No worries, bro. See you later." And then the butcher thinks, "Oh, damn electrician. He's been repairing my refrigerator through the week, and I owe him $100. Tell you what, I'll just run around and pay him right now, and we'll be best of mates again." So he goes around and sees the electrician. "Here's your $100, mate. Thanks heaps for repairing fridges." And the bloke goes, "Cool. Next time I won't have to set the door to electrocute you so that when you go to get your meat, we'll all be good mates again. Hey, oh, sweet." So all the debts are settled. Everything's fine. And all of a sudden, the electrician goes, "Oh, that's right. I've been seeing a lady of the night, and I promised her I'd give her $100 as soon as I saw her next time. Tell you what, I'll get back in her good books. I'll go see right away. So he runs around and sees her and says, "Hey, sweetheart, you're the best. Here's that $100 I owed you." And she goes, "Thank you so much. It's about time. I knew I could trust you." And so she called off all her plans of what she was going to do to off the electrician because he wouldn't pay his bill. Yeah, this is the way it works. Yeah, everybody wants to kill each other until they get their money. So didn't say that out loud. I said unalive for entertainment purposes only. It's a story, okay? It's not even my story. It's just one I heard. And so the lady of the night goes, "Oh, now I can go and finally play the motel man for all the money I owed him for all these times for renting his rooms by the hour. He'll be so happy to see me." So she rushes over to the motel and she puts $100 on the man's counter and says, "Thank you so much for looking after me. We'll do more business later." And the motel man thinks, "Yeah, well, that will save me from having to find another way to make you pay your bills next time." And by that stage, the travelling salesman walks into the room and looks at the money on the counter and looks at the girl and looks at the reception dude and says, "The room's not to my liking. Thank you anyway." Takes his $100, puts it in his pocket, walks out the door and pisses off. Now, meanwhile, the entire town has had all their bills paid. Everybody's settled their debts. They're all fine. And that's the story. So I thought I'd add a twist because, what else would you do without adding a twist? See, in an alternate universe, the guy looks at the woman and says, "Hey, baby, what are you doing tonight?" And she says, "G'day, sailor." Well, not like that. She says, "Hello, sailor," type of thing. And, "Oh, I'm just..." All right. What do ladies of the night even say? They probably just say, "I'm hungry. Take me out for a feed." And so the bloke goes, "Hey, you want to come out to dinner with me?" And she'd say, "Yeah, all right." And off they go into the night and get married and live happily ever after. Don't you love alternate universes? Meanwhile, here on Earth, the dude wakes up in a bathtub full of ice. He's got stitches down here and a little sign saying "call 000" because we don't live in a world where 911 exists. This is the world where the ring dial phones, you have to go all the way to 0. So you've got to go. And by that stage, the operator goes, "Yes, hello, how can I help you?" He said, "Too fucking late. I've already died 3 times already," before you even forget about it. So the moral of this story is, whatever you do it well. See you next time.